It took it a second to tell me that, or well, it started, broadcast had started before it said that it was live, but anyway, I'm assuming it's live. Can't see anything. I forgot to set up my tripod. That's a pain. Oh well, it's just the way that things usually go around here. If things seem like they're working, I've obviously overlooked something. And I can tell, or I can envision that tonight is going to go well. And the reason why, well, I will get into that. Oh my god. Every time I turn this burner phone on, it's gonna pop up with like 60,000 different messages. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. No one cares. Open this so at least I can have my chat room. I can look at the chat room, even though nobody's here yet. See if I share it if a couple people show up. Probably not. I'm sure nobody really cares about this. A case swap. Yeah, I'm absolutely positive no one cares about a case swap. And it's a case swap with a case that I thought, oh, this is going to be such a great case. I'm going to get so much use out of this thing. Well, it turns out it's actually got some fairly serious deficiencies that I will talk about here in a bit. Not the least of which is the fact that it's got one friggin' hard drive bay, which makes it almost useless for what I want to use it for. I mean, yeah, I got enough of those 5 1/4 to 3.5 inch bay adapters. It's not that big of a deal, but, like, no. So I'm going to have to set up this tripod. While I'm doing that, you can continue to look at what you're looking at. Which is, again, I'm sure something that nobody really gives a crap about except for me. So, at least this tripod is easier to set up. The other one was such a pain. I'm so happy now that I don't have to deal with that tripod. I'm sweet. So, I'm going to start with pulling old hardware out of the new case, because I got, well, it has hardware in it. And that's just the way it is. So, tripod mount. Take this camera off of this tripod. Be warned, it's kind of a mess right now because I had to do some reorganization. And some actually pretty serious reorganization at that. Because I made the realization that I couldn't just pull the one machine out of the closet that I wanted to. I had to pull 2 of them and replace them. Why, you might ask? Well, the answer is very simple. I pulled out a full tower case, and the only things that I've got to put it back, because I plan on using the full tower for something else, the only things that I could put back are mini towers. And that isn't going to work, because that right there was the other machine that was in the closet, and it is the same height, if I can talk, as the full tower. So guess what? The iMac G3 that was sitting on top of it would then be at a horrendous angle. And I can't have that. I can't handle that at all. So I had to pull or replace both of the machines, which I did. But this is the new case. It's one of these Antec things. It's got its bright points, and it's got its negatives. I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it forever, because I've come to realize that some of the negatives are actually pretty detrimental to what I'm going to use it for. Which we'll get into in a minute. So, the case is already off. It's got some hardware already in it, namely an Intel motherboard that does not power on. So I am going to be pulling that out of here, along with its CR2032 battery. I wonder if I can make this tripod taller so you could actually see what I'm doing. Maybe we'll turn that fan off so we don't have as much wind noise. Yeah, I'm going to make this tripod a little taller. Probably screw it up in the process. But that just messed up. At least you're not looking at anything that's terrifically embarrassing. Oh man. It is hot today. Unbelievably hot. And it's not even summer temperatures outside yet. So now we can see inside the case. See a little better if this power bank wasn't busily being an irritation. There we go. There's the Intel motherboard that does not work at all, that I will be pulling out. Also going to be yanking the floppy drive and the CD-ROM. I'll get into that in a minute, why I'm doing that, but the reason why is actually pretty simple. I need to pull out this motherboard first. I hope these are not... Okay, good. Sometimes when you find these header connections, they come with the one, the pins are like one thing, so you can move it all around, but they're so annoying to hook up. Thank God this doesn't have that issue. So I'm gonna pull out this motherboard. I'm probably gonna end up having to rearrange motherboard standoffs. Although it looks like I'm gonna have to cut a zip tie. I already know that. It isn't that big of a deal because zip ties are stupid, especially in computers. This is the kind of stuff I would either edit out of a video or I'd time lapse, but it's hard to do that when it's live. Probably gonna have to reorder these slot rings. This motherboard is just gonna get pitched. It's dead. Like I said, it doesn't even power on when you plug a power supply into it. I mean, you can force the power supply on and that works fine, but it doesn't post. So there's probably some kind of power logic issue, even when I pulled the 2032 battery. I'm guessing capacitors. That'd be just my theory. That was kind of loose. Screws. Motherboard. And I forgot to pull up the header. This thing. Whatever this is. It's USB. Put all this front panel junk. At least they're labeled. With any luck, they're actually labeled correctly. Pull that out. This board can just go wherever, because I will not be keeping it. And what else? Now from this case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out all the slot blanks as well. Now this motherboard's going to have to go somewhere else, somewhere other than there. Just put it down there. It's got dust on the side of it. I didn't even notice that. Ooh. Okay, I think this tripod mount is not tight enough. So let's tighten the tripod mount. Again, I wonder if I could use a screwdriver to tighten that a little bit more than it is. I think that's pretty tight. I mean, it's a little crooked now, but we can fix that. What the hell? Okay, no idea why it did that. There we go. Good enough. Maybe I'll put this in my pocket. That might be a good idea. Because this thing is going to just keep falling all over the place. And I don't know why. It's really kind of stupid. Okay. So we'll put that down like I was doing originally. We'll open up this. which folds down very nicely. You know what? I'll save that for later. So, we'll get this case out of there, and then I'll pull the hardware out. That needs to go in here. There's another screw. Now, these standoffs are definitely going to need to be rearranged. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be going there. Some of these are probably in a completely inappropriate location. And there's zip ties. I hate zip ties. But for now, we'll get this case out of the way. And we'll get the Prosys case. And evict the components that are in it. If I could. Down. And you can see these latches. Off. Definitely. Oh, forgot this motherboard and this case had stupid, ridiculous things. And my RAM is falling over for no reason. That's always a good sign. So first things first, I'm just going to pull all the hardware out of this. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for all of this. I really don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to sweepingly pull everything out of this. Floppy drive, hard drive, CD-ROM, everything. Is that even... Oh, I had to pull the front panel off to get that out. That's right. I almost forgot. That's a great way to break a case, by the way. I don't care. I'm not planning on keeping it, so... Yeah, because it's brilliant. There's a screw right here. Why would you put a screw there? That's like... not a good place for a screw. So I'm take out this hard drive. These are extra screws. Motherboard does not have onboard video, unfortunately. And it's supposed to be a 40 gigabyte Samsung. If there's that. It's a 40 gigabyte Samsung. Let's put it back there. Do I really care about the floppy? What's the CD-ROM have? Is CD-ROM anything useful? CD-ROM. I don't care about the CD-ROM either. I don't really care about the power supply. The only thing I really care about is the motherboard. And maybe these cables. I could use this. This is a floppy. Probably use this floppy cable for the project. I might leave. I'm going to leave the RAM alone and that'll be it. And I can pull this into that video card because this doesn't have onboard video. It's way too hot in here for this. It's like almost 89 degrees. Where is the motherboard? then I gotta pull the other side panel off and pull the motherboard tray out. I remember how this worked. It's kind of a pain in the rear end. Ingenious, but a pain in the ass. Okay, pull that out. Or don't, because the screw isn't coming out for some reason. That one did. I wonder why that didn't. Good enough. I should be able to pull this off. Obviously, it's going to put the fun. I hope I have everything moved, because I'm pulling this out. Front panel connections. Crap. I'm gonna pull those out. Oh. Live case swapping. Yay, fun times. Not. Do not plan on putting any motherboard in here, so don't care. Not reusing the case. Not sure what I'll do with it. Use it. There's no fan back there. There is that fan. Should be plugged in the motherboard. It is. Now I should be able to pull the motherboard tray out. No issues. There's that. The motherboard tray is now out. Set it down for a minute so I can get this case out of the way. Looks kind of barren without a motherboard tray in it. It's also rather lightweight. Motherboard tray in it. Okay, so now I gotta figure out this crazy thing. Don't remember how these worked. You're not really supposed to do this, I don't think. You only live once. I like to live dangerously. Of course, it's the last one. Sure that this doesn't work anymore. I'm sure that I'm gonna have somebody screaming and shouting, "Holy crap, you're doing it all wrong." Sure I am. Is that gonna stop me? No. So I'm gonna use this as a guide for placing these standoffs in this case. So the 3 at the top are probably fine. So those are okay. This is weird. That's strange. That's a rather, huh. That's right, I was using it wrong, right? Which way was it in? Was it in this way? I'm just thinking to myself here a little bit. It's in like that. Oh, I'm looking at it sideways. Dork. Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out these standoff things here. Oh man. That one's in the correct position, that one's not. So. Oh, I've already got motherboard screws. What am I thinking about? Let's grab our case back. The one we're gonna use. little on the heavy side, but not too bad. It's not bust motherboard that we're going to be using here. So again, let's grab our template. Those are fine. I'll usually tighten them by hand anyway. Super front panel crap. That one's fine. The three, those are okay. This is in the wrong place. So is that. And I need one of them here. Other one I can put away from where the motherboard is. Hopefully, then I can put it here. Or put it somewhere where it's out of the way of the board and not going to short on something. Sometimes I really dislike putting motherboards in cases. Oh, I gotta pull that IO shield out. That's useless. Like, entirely useless. Okay, where am I going to put this? Does it fit in there? I'm going to put it right there. Actually, excuse me, I can't put it there because that's where the case cover goes. It'd be easier if this actually came out. Maybe I'll put it. Put it here. I gotta put it in one of those slots. If I could reach that, great. Except I can't. There's my pliers that were here. They're over here now, apparently. Highly recommend that you put your case standoffs in place with a pair of pliers. Best thing that you can ever do, because it's not going to work. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to put that standoff over there and I'll find somewhere to put it later. I do not have time for this. I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do is put this board in the case. I'm not going to have any time to do anything else. Way too hot in here for doing this. What is it? Yeah, it's almost 89 degrees. Actually, it basically is. It's 88.9 degrees Fahrenheit. So for those of you who use a real measuring system, it's about 32.3, which isn't exact. That's what the other thermometer says. So that's what I'm going to say. Oh, I forgot to pull up the iron sheet. Of course I did. Of course, I'm going to expertly pull it out with methodology that is recommended by computer technicians worldwide. Just like that. This doesn't have an I/O shield. I didn't get one. This is another scrap motherboard, probably for a reason. Alright, let's see. Put all those standoffs lined up. Come on. How much do you want to bet that this isn't going to work now that I've done all that? It's been a long day. This can get out of the way now. I'll put that here. These case covers can get out of the way. Because they're in the way. Hello, everyone, or no one. Yes, hello. Case swaps that nobody gives a damn about. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, come on. Why is it that... There it is. I'm blind. Because I may need to move this board, I'm not going to screw these in all the way. I'm only going to put them in somewhat. That way the board can move if need be. I can put the screws in all the way later. That's how I do it. That is how I roll. I usually don't swap motherboards between cases. That's a good way to reckon with them. What was I going to do? Oh, could I actually put that through here? Or does this case cover it? Here's another thought to myself. Put that down. Oh, come on. Nope, the case covers it. Damn it. That was such a good idea. Now it won't work. Well, I could always put it through one of the holes in the motherboard because I don't have the I/O shield. I'm talking about a fan because I'm going to put a 40mm fan in the back of this because that is, of course, beneficial and something that everybody should do in their computer cases when it gets absurdly hot in your bedroom or wherever you're storing your computer. And if it's going to be running 24/7 like this one will be. It is hot. I think that's all the screws. No, well, there's two more, but I think I am not missing any screws. Oh, there's three. Maybe screw. Oh, it's okay. So now be able to go and tighten all these screws. And I gotta put a power supply in here. And I gotta put all the hard drives in here. This is gonna replace my NAS, primary NAS. I might not get to that tonight. Might have to do that on a video or next week. I don't know. I'm hoping to get to it. I need one of the PCI slots for... I only need one, right? Yeah, because I've got the RAID card, but I don't think I need any other PCI slots because this thing has onboard Ethernet. And the onboard actually works. Unlike on my other machine, where it's certainly not. It even has a new CR2032 battery. Isn't that nice? It's going to look so nice, and then I'm going to put the power supply in it, and it's going to look like crap. That's how it goes every time. Now what? Well, I have to put the video card in place. So this slot blank can come out. I find it very convenient that I have just enough slot blanks to make this worthwhile. Or so that I don't have to get another one. Although I might do it anyway, so they're all matching, because I am pedantic like that. All these screws don't match either. So, obviously, whoever this came from, it came out of the chemistry building, but whoever last worked on it really didn't care too much about any of that stuff. So, here goes. Yeah, it's obviously a great idea to put the AGP video card with a... No, it's not even the right slot. Yeah, this only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. Whereas the case has 7. It's not even that modern of a case. I think it was built in like 2007 or so. But it's a decent case. It's got more hard drive bays than the ProSys case. Like I said, one hard drive bay is not really suitable for a NAS. Especially one that's got 5 hard drives. What the hell did you pain in the ass? On the screwdriver, into the hole. There. Problem solved. Now I put the damn video card in place. It'll be actually incorrect place. ESD handling compliant. Comments with that all the time. You know how much I actually care? I've never toasted something. So. Actually, that isn't quite true. I did toast, oddly enough, I toasted an AMD based motherboard. But that was because I was being stupid with it. Not that I haven't been being stupid with this one. Isn't there supposed to be... Oh, no, there isn't. There's a screw for it, so at least I'll put that in place. Should have got a monitor and a keyboard out. I could just use the KVM. Not a big deal. So put that in place, and then I gotta get the power supply, which is, of course, going to be an Antec 80 plus certified, even though I do not buy into the whole 80 plus thing at all. It actually does make an ounce of sense. If you're running it 24/7 in a server, you'll actually see some savings, but a regular computer won't. Where's my pair of scissors so I can cut this damn stupid zip tie? I hate zip ties on computers, and I think everybody does. I'm bumping this thing. I don't have enough space in here. What I want to do is I want to go to the Habitat for Humanity Restore and see if I can find a shelving unit I can put in a corner of this place, and I can get this stupid trash vortex that's in the middle of the room out of the middle of the room. Okay, do I have mounting screws for that? I was going to say I'm going to use the mounting screws from the Process case, but I'm leaving that power supply in there. So I won't be doing that, which means that the only choice I have for screws are these stupid, ridiculous hex head ones, or Torx head. I need more screws. Actually, hold on a minute. I might not be screwed, pun intended, because I think I've got more in on this thing. Oh yeah, I got quite a fair amount of screws in my toolbox, which is not where they should be, but there's certain choosers. That's an IO shield that I used to use for trimming purposes. You know, when you got a case that's got a proprietary IO shield thing, you can Dremel out the case and put a proper motherboard in it. That's what that's for. How does this go into place? And is this ridiculous? That is going to be in the way. Oh, that's a poor design. Am I going to have to pull the other side panel off and just install the freaking good, because that would be a pain in the ass and I'd be swearing. God curse me. No. Like I said, this case, it's a nice case, but it's got some pretty serious shortcomings, which I'll get into full swing here in a few minutes. Once I get this damn ridiculous power supply. Well, here comes the language. I need one screw in it. And at least it'll sit still while the other screw sit mostly still. I need to get my water. I'm talking too much. Come on, you ridiculous piece of crap. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You can see what I'm doing at all? No, I can see a little bit. I see how this is going to be. Power supply decides this part to be installed in the case. Just watch me, you stupid piece of crap. Didn't install in this case. I should probably have just got my drill. I would have dealt with this in a real hurry. That's installed. That's the screws in place. There's a power supply in the case, so I'll just watch. When the power supply is bad, that would be about my luck. This ridiculous bundle of wires. I've only got one serial 8TA harness, which is a pain in the ass. Here's the P4 power. Which they call P4 power even though it works with more than just hanging cords. This splits, so it's not a big deal. So it's supposed to split. It is supposed to split. Evidently, I'm going to have to get violent with it. No, that's how you split it. Doesn't want to behave? Well, then it doesn't have to. That doesn't. Oh, more ridiculous zip ties. I don't think so. Not on my watch. Of course, they zip tied it within an inch of its freaking life. Are there any other dumb zip ties in this thing? I don't think so. I think those were the only ones. What's this? I don't know what that is. But anyway. So there's that power connection. I've got to put in a connector for the video card. Where'd that floppy connector go? I'm going to be using that one. Because I don't think I'm going to have a floppy drive installed in this. What is that? Is that PCI Express? It's installed enough. I am going to push the power when I find a power cord. Get over here to my KVM switch. Switch it so that it's actually going to be going to the correct thing. Actually get the cable out of this evil cable mess. That I don't know how it managed to get tangled in. It's kind of ridiculous, really. Don't you just love KVM switches? They make my life so much easier. Most of the time, anyway. Freaking nuisance. I don't need a keyboard. Smokes the KVM will kind of be annoyed. But now I need a power cord. Turn the switch on the power supply off. Here's a power cord. How convenient. Plug it in, plug it in. So unlike a Glade plug-in, it won't burn your house down. At least hopefully not. I don't know yet. It would make good video, but I certainly wouldn't be happy. For obvious reasons. Okay. 3, 2, 1, hit the power. Boom. I didn't hook up any of the front panel connections. Should probably do that first. Oh man. Way ahead of myself here. Okay, give me the front panel connections. Oh, you whore. Where are all my front panel connectors? Oh, they're all zip tied together. I hate zip ties. Get out of here. Bastard. That is so much better. This is color coded. IDE LED. It's not what it is. Actually, that is exactly what it is. It is positive. I can never remember which one's positive and which one's negative. I'm such a dork. So I'm going to hook this up one way, and if it doesn't work, I'll just hook it up the other way. I think if I remember right, the power LED on this motherboard doesn't work. But I'll hook it up anyway, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, this didn't work. I did have standby power at least, so that much is standby. Power LED. System speaker. I don't want a system speaker. I can't see what the hell I'm looking at. Probably should have taken a picture of this before I bothered to pull it all apart. From the other machine, I'm assuming that this is power switch. The one on the end is reset switch. Of course, I'll know in a minute if something is straight. Those pins are dangerously close to touch each other. Here's my pair of pliers now. I can't see. I don't have enough light. And of course, every time I come in here, I block the light. You're probably getting a lovely view of my sweaty face right now. I don't know. What the frick? Get out of my freaking way. I don't care. I have about 20 minutes to do this. Well, that should be good enough for a test. Push power switch, where it is. And nothing. Is not the power supply problem? Or is that reset switch? It's a power switch. Nothing. Why do I have nothing? I'm pretty sure this thing was configured for auto power. Okay, well, I have another power supply. So we'll just go for plan B. Let's try 80 plus power supply number 2. Gotta have something hooked up wrong on the front panel. Get out of here. Get out of here. I was positive I had that hooked up. I had that set up for auto power on. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, make my life easier. That was the case. This power supply is off. Nope. I don't have auto power on set, I guess. So now I've got to figure out why this thing is not coming on. Oh, I think I know. I know why. I have it hooked up in exactly the wrong place. I made the motherboard wrong. It instantly turns off. Okay. That's bad side. Did I kill it? I think I killed it. Get that power supply out then. It's possible it doesn't work. It's cheapy. Came on for a second. I don't smell anything obviously burning. Burnt electronics smell. Unless maybe this thing triggered an auto stop because it didn't have the fan, or didn't have the power, which I doubt. Second time is always fatal. Still a green stand. On it comes. Now, is my monitor going to come on? Oh, yes, it is. Yay! That is not what it's supposed to look like, so I guess it's not getting power. Awesome! Maybe I'll just go get my freaking... Come on, you bastard. There's auto power on. Still gonna look like crap, I bet. Oh, now it's working. Okay, whatever. I didn't do anything. I just unplugged the connector and plugged it back in. It's exactly the way it was before. No hard disk drive. Well, that's kind of what's going on right now, so... At least we have that going. I'm going to try and clean up as much of this mess as I can. I don't think I've got enough time to transfer the NAS components into this, because I've only got 10 minutes. Should have started an hour early. That's what I was going to do, and then I got caught up in reorganizing everything. We all know how that turned out. So, I think I'm going to call this one, at least the hardware, like the primary hardware-wise, I'm going to call that one done. It's in pretty decent shape. Maybe I'll make a video documenting the component swap. I probably will. But I'm going to do that off of this live stream. Who knows when you'll actually see the video. Because I'm definitely very good at uploading things when I do them. Yeah. Alright, so... make sure all those connectors are not screwing around with anything. And there we go. So, put the lid back on. I was going to talk about some of the deficiencies of this case, wasn't I? Okay, number one deficiency is that power supply thing right there. This is hugely in the way. I get that it's for support, but they probably should have moved it down a little bit. Like maybe right around here. In fact, that would actually make a little bit more sense. But maybe it's for the power supply. I don't know. Maybe a bottom-mounted power supply would have made sense. Who knows? I know Antec was a fan of that. It's got no 3.5-inch external bay, which is seriously annoying. What it does instead, I'll show you, is it's got this ridiculous thing at the front, which you can't see. Can I turn the video light on? Oh, of course not. It's not letting me turn the video light on. What a stupid piece of crap. Do I have a light? Now I got this. I can use this. This thing here it's a 3.5 and 5.25 inch combined bay. I think it's stupid. They could have just used the 3.5-inch bay. Nobody is going to use 4 5.25-inch bays unless they got a server. And nobody... Well, you need a 3.5-inch external bay because you need your floppy drive. 2007 floppy drive wasn't dead yet. It still isn't. Because, of course, real computers have floppy drives and PS2 ports. Which this thing will manage to meet, because I think I'm going to leave that floppy drive in there. Actually, on second thought, I might not. Because I might use that 3.5-inch bay for a hard drive. Because I need to put... I need to put hard drives into this. I have 5 drives that need to go into this thing. And I've only got 2 of the 4 drive cages. I could probably find more. It's not like this is an uncommon case at work. I could probably find another one that they're scrapping. And pull the parts out of it, but I don't know if I'm really even enamored with these drive cages. This is a rather cool feature. The front panel is hinged. Watch this. It doesn't even fall off. Just the same as this is also hinged, although you can take this off. So it's a fairly nice thing there, and it's got those are 120 millimeter fan slots. I might get some fans to put in there. I probably will actually get some fans to put in there. The hard drive LED is right there, which is kind of strange. But these are the drive cages they give you. I've seen worse, but these are crap. Number one, you need to have special screws in order to use these, which is worthless because you can't find these special screws. I've tried a whole bunch of the different screws that I've got lying around. They don't work. So you need the screws that came with the case in order to use these. You can take them off and you can just screw it straight into the metal, but it kind of looks weird. I did that off camera, off stream, and it was fine. Like, it would hold. It wouldn't be anti-vibration or anything, but who gives a crap? I mean, in the server you probably do, but I don't. These are, I'm not a real big fan of them. And the other thing I'm not a real big fan of, did I break one of those things? I don't think so. Did I put it in right? That's the better question. Yeah, now it's not going into place. Stupid piece of trash. I don't care. Anyway, these right here are the mounts for your 5 1/4 inch bays. It's a piece of plastic. What is this? You went to the trouble to design this nice looking case, designer series case, whatever, and you give plastic drive rails that are not even anything good. Dell makes better rails, and they're still plastic, but they're better than this junk. These are not going to hold your drives in place. Okay, well, I guess they hold it a little better than I thought, but you get the point. Some of these are actually rather bad, but whatever. I'm not a fan of that. And things are falling all over the place over there because I was screwing around with that. Watch this not go back in place. There we go. It's got thumb screws to pull this out, so that's handy. But really the biggest deficiency are those drive caddies and the combined 5 1/4, 3.5 inch bay. It's kind of annoying. I don't even know what the hell these are supposed to be. You pull them out, it's got like Velcro crap or something. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's like completely useless. So, I don't know. I might see if I can find a better case. But for now, this should certainly work. It's now 8:50, so what can I do? Well, I could put away this other case. So this, I'm going to have to test that other power supply further. It might be dead, in which case it's going right back where it came from. So that'll have to happen. It's a 350 watt power supply, so I don't know why I wouldn't be able to power this. The other one's only 380. So, but at least it's got an Antec power supply in it. Antec power supply, Antec case, so it matches. I don't have to be heathen like the people who had the computer last. Should be my workplace. People never keep things matching there. It's always like, what can I shoehorn into this at the cheapest cost possible? And they wonder why it doesn't work. I mean, that's certainly why. You can't buy the cheapest crap possible and expect that you're going to get the same level of service out of it, because you will not. You might not even get half the level of service out of it. Get all this junk out of the way. That's a screw from the process case. So I'm going to put this process case back together. I think I'll wrap up the stream from there, because I don't really have much else to talk about. I almost picked up 2 printers. I did pick up one. So there'll be videos of, there'll be a video of that at some point. Picked up a HP LaserJet 4050, not networked, but you can easily add the network card. They're expandable, which is nice. It weighs 50 pounds. Was it 50? I think it was 50 pounds. And I brought it home. I did not bring it home on a bus, however, because I'm smarter than that. So, yeah. Although, then again, if push came to shove, I probably would have done it anyway. And gotten a lot of strange looks from people, bus driver included, more than likely. So now I gotta put this case back together. This monstrosity, Mr. Prosys, which I'm probably just gonna list for sale or something, because I have no use for it. Like, no use. Like I said at the beginning, I don't have use for full tower cases with one frickin' hard drive bay. That's this thing's crippling limitation. Nice case otherwise. Which is why I'm not just flat out sending it to scrap. Because I figure somebody could probably get some use out of it. I wonder if you'll be able to read the Windows XP COA that's on this. What is it for? Is it for professional? Oh, it's for home edition. In a professional environment, the COA for home edition. Yeah, that was brilliant. So you can tell this was another one of those lovely budget-oriented purchases. And it's being stupid. Come on. Jesus. Wow. This was a nice case. Now it's being freaking brutal. Total pain. What on earth is wrong with this thing? Is it that stupid screw? It's probably that stupid screw. Let me get this damn screw out of here. I got one in. There, now they're both in place. And I lost the screw. And then I found the screw. So now I'm putting the screws in place. Running commentary. Again, this is the kind of crap I'd cut out of an actual video. Nobody wants to watch this. And yet there's 4 people that have stuck around watching me screw around with a case for an hour. Maybe I could put an I/O shield in this. Nah, I don't care enough. Watch me throw this on the ground and break the tripod. Yeah, I gave out my luck. And that screw's being a pain. I want... Okay, so at least I have one side panel in. I can use all the other screws because I'm going to just use regular screws for the case or the other thing. I'm hopeful. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, I'll just leave the floppy drive and CD-ROM in there. I don't need a CD-ROM drive. I'm not going to waste my time removing that just to save a freaking CD-ROM. Of course, I'll find the perfect use for it after I get rid of it. It's 8:57. I'm assuming that Chris has probably started by now. I don't think I finished my thought with these printers, did I? The 4050 works. I almost picked up a 2300N. But it didn't work, so I'm glad I didn't bother, because that thing would have been expensive to fix. It needs a rebuild kit, because the pickup roller is bad. Permanent paper jam syndrome. That's what I call it. You know, every time you go to use it with the primary tray, it jams because it can't pick up the paper. And I guess you could use the manual feed, the secondary tray, but frankly, if the primary tray doesn't work, who cares? Nobody uses the manual feeder unless they're feeding legal documents through it or something. And I'm not wasting my time. The toner cartridge was almost out in that anyway. The one in the 4050 is not new, but it's got more than enough in it that with my very limited amount of printing, and it's not even really going to be plugged in anyway, at least not until I get another shelf so I can actually put it somewhere. Okay. Now just slap the front panel back into place and probably break something in the process. Remember what I said about slapping the front panel into place? It worked, though. So that is all I have for you. It's now about 9 o'clock. So I'm going to cut this off. I don't have anything else really to offer. I have a printer to make a video of. I've got to finish with that thing over there, the new server, now that I've replaced the case. At least I did get that done on the stream. I was hoping to get the whole thing done. But of course, in an hour. Oh well. It is what it is. So, I'll do that on video. And I got other video projects lined up. Lots of videos that are uploaded that need to be made public. And that is all. Hope to see you on the next video and next live stream. At least it didn't ignore me when I tapped the button this time.